One mistake is all it takes to get beat up top, but an elite defender doesn't rely on being faster, they rely on technique. Today we're going to break down exactly how to stay in front, force bad angles, and become a better defender that attackers hate to dodge on. Okay, this is the first clip we're going to take a look at today. Bang. This check is just brilliant because it doesn't take a lot of skill and you could do it anytime at the field, not just up top. But the best reason that this is used for up top is because as soon as he starts to sweep across, his one hand is on a stick. He doesn't have a lot of protection and the stick's straight in front of him. The best thing you can do here to get the ball out is to slide your stick up his numbers or up his letters and then boom, use his arm to get your stick around and get the ball out. This isn't all just his leverage from his hand. He's using the offensive player's stick to get the ball out, and bang, the ball comes out there. He's able to get the ground ball. Okay, the next clip we're going to look at today is a little bit of a harder check, but it's a very good check and it's very effective in situations like this. It does not always work, but if you're in the right time and right place, then it could definitely work. Let's watch the video. The over the head check is very useful, but only in certain situations. Right here through the pick, he has his defender back here to help him. This defender could easily slide up, or this defender could go up. So it's a perfect time to throw a risky check like this in the middle of the field. And if he misses this check, look where he is. He's right on this guy that's at the pick, and that's an easy switch, even an easy double. So that's why as soon as you see a play like this happening, it's the perfect time to just throw your stick over his head and boom, get the ball out. One good thing about throwing over the head checks is that they're really easy to learn. One thing I practice learning them on is on the edge of a goal. All you have to do is go over the goal and practice getting your hands on the side of the goal every time. And once you can master that, you'll be able to throw a real good check in game. Now again, in this clip we'll see a very simple check that's used, but it gets the ball out such a high amount of times. Boom. Even though it's such a simple check, I'm telling you it works so well against all types of players. Because what he does here, if you see it, his stick is on the numbers and he uses this arm to press up. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bottom hand that's on your stick and you're going to move it more towards his body. This will create the stick to move forward and easy get the ball out almost every time. Here's another look at another angle. Ball comes out, stick comes out also. Okay, now in this clip, he is a little more down the hatches. He's actually a GLE currently, but his offensive player will work up the field. So let's see how you could not get beat even when your defensive player, even when the offensive player tries to get to upside. So he's going to go on a split dodge. And what the best thing that Richard Checo does here is he doesn't open up too quickly. He stays shuffling, and as soon as he opens up, his stick's in their hands. One thing as a defender that is very good to be able to do is to keep that 6 foot of separation at all times. A lot of defenders that I see have problems with going straight into pressing out on their player and driving. If you could still maintain the 6 foot of separation between your player, then you could easily get a stick in there and get a check out every time. And okay, this is the next clip. Even though it does look like Richard Checo does get beat here on an initial move, there's an important thing to learn about. He's running down the alley with his player perfectly fine on the V-hold. He gets caught up in this pick a little bit, but the thing that does happen is he's able to bring his stick back in front and check stick. That's a very important aspect that not a lot of defensive players do. As soon as they get beat, they'll try to get back on their players and drive them out. But when you're in this short situation, and a lot of offensive players are able to make that shot as when you get older and make it to the collegiate level, this is the perfect time and place to throw that slap check. Want to watch it again? Right here. Boom. Ball comes out. Able to clear that up the field. He even gets tripped here, but he's able to nicely pass it to his teammate. Okay, now in this clip here, Richard Checo actually starts behind the play. He's very far behind and he's trailing by a lot. But one thing that makes him really good and what he's able to do is get himself back involved in the play. There's a pick set here, but he's able to get his stick back in front. As a defender, especially when you're behind and not perfectly on the ball, you have to do anything you can to make the offensive players uncomfortable. So what he was able to do here was honestly brilliant, just by running back in the hole and stick back in front, getting the ball out. Bang. It's an amazing job by Richard Checo there, getting the ground ball. Yep, stay on that bottom hand. Teammate gets ground ball. Okay, actually on this clip I do want to share one thing about ground balls. As a defender, you have this 6-foot advantage with using your stick. So if you could stay on that ball for as long as you can, so your teammates can come in and help you, but it really benefits the play. We watch Richard Checo right here stay on the hands. He keeps checking, lets his entire team get in. Now we can see it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-on-2. A 5-on-2 favors the defense so much more than what it was going to be a 1-on-1 and him trying to get the ball. So the longer you could hold your offensive player to not getting the ball, the better chance your team has of picking up the ground ball, because it's a team game. Okay, now I'm going to end on this great check by Richard Checo here. What he's able to do is he presses onto his player because he sees the double team behind. He's able to press onto his matchup so the double team could collapse on his back. Watch this right here. Check and boom. Very good ground ball, clearing into the midline. But one thing he does here is after he hits his player, he gets his stick back in front and back on hands to get the ball. If he didn't do this, who knows? The ball couldn't even been out, and the offensive players could keep pushing downfield or even roll out and pass it back to his players. If you master these habits, you'll start winning a lot more one-on-one matchups and force offensive players into taking shots they don't want to take. If this breakdown helped you, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what player or defensive skill you want me to break down next. I'll see you in the next video.